Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're out there. Again, my name is Carson Cook. Thank you so much, guys, again for tuning in to the Merchant Services Slayers group. Again, just as a reminder, please, if you have not yet, please like, share, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way we can kind of help a little bit more people in the industry, so on and so forth. And today, guys, I want to talk about a very, very interesting topic. Okay, we had this issue with an agent a little bit earlier this week. It's how to deal with partner objections. But before I do get into that, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is the new direction kind of that we're taking Merchant Services Slayers, not only the YouTube channel, but then also, guys, the Facebook group. And if you're not a part of that yet, and you'd like to get to know more about the industry, but then also get in with some knuckleheads like us, guys, jump into the Merchant Services Facebook group. That we have a lot of fun on there. It's pretty cool. It's interesting, so on and so forth. But I wanted to talk about a few different things. First off, like I said, the direction of Merchant Services, the Merchant Service Slayers group, and then the videos. We're going to start doing a few more changes, like lifestyle videos. We're talking about residuals, and we're going to get, mainly again into more of the training aspect of it, so on and so forth, for many different types of ISOs, so on and so forth. It's all going to be free. But then one thing we were talking about, which is something that I'll probably try and put together, I would say pretty fairly shortly. We're going to be going to Bali soon to kind of hang out in one of the villas that we do. And I might actually end up trying to do something like that over there, just a little bit better scenery, so on and so forth. But I want to put together some sort of free, quick guide to success. We are starting to see that there's a lot of people coming into Merchant Services Slayers that are brand new. They've had 1, 2, 3 years of sales experience in some of their industry, and they do want to start to get involved with an ISO or get involved with the industry. And there's not a lot of, I would say, very good starting guides or things that will get people up to speed. Now, we do have Card Builder, which is a program we sell for like $3,000-4,000 or something like that. And it's like a 30-day masterclass with like 20, 30, 40 hours of training. I mean, it's pretty intense. But this is something that we want to put together that is just going to help someone start, right? Whether they need appointments or they need this or they need that, or if they don't know how to run a cost graph or so on and so forth. Just something nice and quick that is a step-by-step that will get you there. So please, guys, leave in the comments below or hit me up on Facebook. Let me know, say, hey, that'd be a great idea, Carson, I could benefit from something like that, and then I'll work on probably putting that together for everybody. So, but that being said, let's move right into the topic. So this was a topic, guys, today that, like I said, came up, and it's super, super important to kind of look at this, because this does happen to pretty much everybody. I mean, it happens to top-level sales performers, it happens to newer agents, older agents, with high-ticket ISOs, low-ticket ISOs, high-risk, CBD ISOs, whoever it is. This is a very, very common thing, is how to deal with partner objections. So today I'm going to talk about 3 different ways that we handle this, or how I would handle it, how Craig handles it, so on and so forth, that's going to help you figure out how to deal with this issue, the partner objection. And the partner objection is when there's 3 or 4 partners in a business or a group or, a chain or whatever, okay? And there's one partner there. Now, the question always been is, do you always pitch that partner, or do you wait? Well, the first things first is that I don't like to, as a sales agent, okay, or even within an organization, what I don't like is I don't like to take the hard energy and labor and effort that I've spent years learning sales and psychology and invest myself giving this beautiful presentation and pitch to someone whose specialty is not sales and presenting and selling, okay? That merchant or that partner of that business more than likely specializes in the business that they run. They're a pizza store owner, so they're good at pizza. Now, I would never ask the pizza store owner to do surgery on me, right? I would ask a surgeon. Well, it's the same thing here. I'm not going to give a super solid pitch to this individual and then rely my commission check or my paycheck on them regurgitating that same pitch to their partner. Now, in some cases, guys, it's just, I don't like that. It's not good to do that, right? And most of the time when you look at it that way, your paycheck is not going to be, it's not the best performance. Like, I'm not going to sing in front of Rihanna, okay, or something, and say, okay, she's going to sing in front of me, and then I'm going to go out on stage and sing for her. That's not how that works. Okay, I'm not a very good singer. I just want to put that out there. So that's how this works, right? So there's a lot of agents that get stuck with pitching these partners, okay, or these people that want to regurgitate that information to the partner, and that's always that excuse, like, you tell me first, and that's how we do business here at John's Pizzas. You tell me, and then I'll tell my partner, and if we like it, we'll give you a call. We're not interested, so on and so forth. There's so many agents that pitch this person. It's not a good idea. It doesn't end where, well, your time can be better utilized prospecting, so on and so forth, or doing something else, closing other deals. So I'm going to talk about 3 different things why this is super important. So the concept first with this is to understand, would you ever sell an incomplete deal, right? Would you ever sell an incomplete deal? No, Carson, I'd never sell a clover that's incomplete. I'd never filled the paperwork incorrectly. I would never not include the supporting documents. Well, then why would you pitch an incomplete audience? That's the same thing, right? So why would you ever sell an incomplete deal? Why would you ever pitch? Well, that's the concept of these things, right? So when you do this, one of the ways that we train our agents to do this is to say, I completely understand. First off, you acknowledge that. You say, I completely understand that you and your partner make decisions together. I understand that you're not here and you make the decision first and you have to talk to him or her, so on and so forth. But unfortunately, that's just not how this program works. And they say, well, what do you mean? Well, Have you been pitched before? Yes, probably. You've had merchant service slayer people call you, you've had people come in. That's not how our program works. And that brings me to point number 2 is that you have to set yourself apart. Okay, so you have to understand that there's been 5 or 6 other people over the years or the weeks or days even maybe that have come in there to pitch their merchant services. And that process has always been the same. Well, you need to set yourself apart. You need to set your ISO apart. You need to set yourself apart and say, I'm sorry, but that's just not how we do business, right? It's like Walmart, right? Walmart, we didn't pitch one guy, owner of Walmart, and they had a discussion with the other guy and the other guy and the other guy, and then earn their business. Unfortunately, it's a corporate level program. And how our program works is that we need to get you qualified for it, right? We have to qualify you for this because every business is different. And in order to do that, we need to have every person involved or that's on the business license that will make that decision in front of us. So I can take everybody through that process and then tell them the physical truth. Tell them the truth that I just said before. Just say, listen, don't get me wrong. I think this would be great, but unfortunately, I don't want to give you a really good set of information, take you through this qualification process, and then have you maybe miss something, or maybe something gets misunderstood, and then tell your partner, and then this happens. It's just not a good situation. Have you ever heard of the game telephone, right? Where you put a bunch of kids in the corner of the room, and you say, hey, you say one phrase, he tells the next kid, the next kid, the next kid. By the time it gets to the end, it's not the same message. Well, the same thing happens here. So let's get a time when we both can sit down, and we can go through the process. We get you qualified, then you can make a well-informed, educated financial decision together. But I would like to be there for that, and I need to have both parties there. The same thing goes, guys, with the chain. Okay, we have some bigger ISOs on here, a lot of people that sell larger deals and that have more partners that are involved, but you have to get them all together. That's highly suggested. The numbers prove it. You can close deals better that way. Now, the last and third and final point before I end this video is that there are some exceptions. The only time there's exceptions that you can do this, and I would highly suggest talking with like a manager if your organization, your ISO, or someone else to get their approval on something like this, but it's if an owner lives out of the country, if the silent partner never comes into the business, and I mean never. Okay, now if they come in on a Monday or Tuesday, or they come in once a month, it's better off if you just reschedule that for a month with both people there. So that way that you can sell them, you can close them, you can get that deal done as opposed to having them regurgitate information. 95% of the time, you're gonna lose that sale. You pitch that merchant. I don't care how good your program is, and you rely on them pitching your deal for you because they already have a solution, right? They already have a solution. They don't wanna mess with what's not broken. So, you wanna make sure you pitch them in front. The other exception would be, right, is that if you've tried again and again to reset, and you finally just kind of come back and say, listen, John, listen, Judy, I've reset this 3 or 4 times. The other partner needs to be here for this. I mean, do we have a real shot here of earning your business? Or is this just a time thing? And then, break down the whole idea and say, listen, I get paid just like you do. I get paid on commission. I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I'm not pressuring you, but we're making it very difficult to do this, right? We want a partnership here, and we have to have everybody involved so there's no miscommunication. And again, we can make a well-educated financial decision. So please, when is the next time that we can do this? I mean, I can tell you a little bit about it, right? And we can go through this way, and we can do this, and this, right? Again, another exception is that if you have to do this, it's better to pitch them with really good information, but just enough to leave some stuff off the table. So that way, when the other partner does come, you have that opportunity still to set that lead or set that appointment. So other than that, guys, that's how you deal with a partner objection. Get all the decision makers in the room. Best chance for success. Rock and roll, and I'll see you on the sales board. Thanks, guys.